It is a chilly Friday evening, and Eric, just home after a daunting week at work, wrestles with a nagging feeling that this couldn't be all there was to life. While a voice of despair shouts within him, another more hopeful voice insists that the only way out of this rut is to forge a new path for himself. The real change, it says, begins with oneself. It's a simple yet profound revelation. Pondering over this conversation between despair and hope, Eric chooses not to surrender to negativity. Instead, he focuses on the idea of reinventing himself. How could he do that? The answer wasn't immediately clear, but a memory of his friend Liam, whose life had taken a drastic turn for the better through a philosophy he often mentioned called Stoicism, fills Eric with hope. Despite his exhaustion, Eric is motivated to find out more. As he lies awake, his last thoughts before sleep are filled with determination. Eric thinks to himself, if Liam could turn his life around with Stoicism, why couldn't he? If you've ever felt stuck like Eric, locked in a cycle of routine, consider this an invitation to explore how Stoicism can empower you. What aspects of your life could benefit from a Stoic transformation? In this video, we'll unravel exactly how you can leverage Stoicism to reinvent yourself starting today and truly transform your life from within. Stay tuned for a journey to rediscover your resilience and wisdom. It's time to plot a course for self-reinvention, and here's how. 1. Start small, heart pounding. You look closely into your eyes in the mirror, seeing beyond your reflection to the essence of who you are. Yet within this intimate moment of self-observation, you're gripped by a profound desire for transformation. Here's a piece of wisdom from the ancient Stoics to hold close. Reinvention is not only possible, but it also starts with the smallest of steps. Zeno, the foundational voice of Stoicism, once remarked, well-being is realized by small steps, but it is no small thing. As you stand at the brink of wanting to redefine who you are, don't let the magnitude of change intimidate you. Imagine trying to construct a giant cathedral from scratch. Introspect on the careful placement of each brick, each beam. That's how reinvention works. It's not a hasty undertaking, but a process of meticulous assembly. It's about these small changes, piece by piece, that shape the overarching magnificence of who you will become. This is not about grand sweeping transformations, but a series of deliberate steps that gather to create profound change over time. A falling domino effect reaching towards a grand crescendo. Draw upon the power of atomic habits as popularized by James Clear. Remember, an atom is the smallest unit, yet it holds immense power. Similarly, it's our tiniest habits that turn out to be the cornerstone of dramatic reinvention. If you aspire to become more empathetic, start small. Genuinely smile at someone, listen consciously when someone shares their story, or lend a helping hand without expecting anything in return. Each small act, believe it or not, ushers in monumental change. But here's the Stoic twist. Don't distract yourself with grand ambitions or unattainable dreams. Instead, focus on the immediate and achievable task at hand. Supposing you want to be more assertive, today stand your ground on one small issue. Each day let this assertiveness crystallize further. Let all these small victories string together to pave the way for a transformed you. Dream big but start small, because true change starts within the confines of the seemingly insignificant. It invites you to scale the heights one step at a time, leading to more sustainable and impactful transformation. 2. Stop letting anxiety rule over you. On a dark and stormy night, Eric found himself drawn to Marcus Aurelius's personal journal, Meditations, a book that opens the door to Stoicism, a philosophy as relevant now as it was in ancient Rome. Anchored deep within its pages was a quote that hit him like a bolt of lightning. "Today I escaped anxiety," or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. This moment marked a crucial point in Eric's journey into self-reinvention, showing him that the battle was not with the world but with his perception of it. This journey isn't just about changing what you do, it's about changing how you see. Your vision shapes your path. If you view life as a series of insurmountable obstacles, that's all you'll ever encounter. But see it as a playground of possibilities, and the game changes. Eric realized that just like him, we often hold on to our anxieties like a familiar blanket, not because it's comfortable, but because it's all we know. Discarding this blanket means stepping out into the cold, yet it's only in the cold that we can truly learn to kindle our own fire. The process of reinventing oneself is akin to sailing across an uncharted sea. You must be willing to lose sight of the shore to discover new horizons. It's natural to feel fear when the land fades from view. But remember, it's the same ocean, whether you're viewing it from the safety of the shore or the heart of the deep. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that it's not the ocean to fear, but our capacity to navigate it. Eric learned that to reinvent himself, he didn't need to become someone else. He just needed to master the helm of his own thoughts. To anyone standing at the crossroads of change, remember this: the essence of reinvention lies within your perception. It doesn't demand that you erase who you were. Instead, it invites you to sculpt who you are becoming. Like Eric, find your meditations. Embrace the Stoic wisdom that whispers, power lies not in external events, but in your reactions to them. Let this be your guide as you chart your course toward reinvention. The only chains holding you back are the ones you've placed on yourself. Break free and discover the vastness of your own potential. 3. Create a routine. With the passing of time, we often find ourselves standing at crossroads pondering the question of self-reinvention. It's a profound journey, not just about changing what's on the outside, but transforming who we are on the inside. This transformation demands more than just fleeting desires. It requires a foundation as solid as bedrock, a routine. Seneca once illuminated this path by stating, "Life without a design is erratic." Embedding this wisdom into the fabric of our daily lives paves the way to true change. Imagine your life as a vast, unexplored terrain. Every step taken without direction is a step into the unknown, potentially leading you away from your desired destination. Now consider the power of a compass guiding you through this terrain. A well-thought-out routine acts as this compass, ensuring every step moves you closer to the person you aspire to become. It's not about constraining yourself with a rigid timetable, but about architecting your days around activities that feed your soul, challenge your mind, and build your strength. To embark on this journey of reinvention, start by identifying the moments when you feel most alive, your zenith of creativity and focus. Direct these peak hours toward activities that mirror the person you aim to be. If your vision is to become more insightful, allocate time to read and reflect. Should physical vitality be your aim, make exercise non-negotiable in your daily plan. The essence is to align your actions with your aspirations, crafting each day as a stepping stone towards your renewed self. But here's the cornerstone: consistency. The mightiest of rivers starts as a humble stream, its power growing with every mile it flows. Similarly, the impact of your routine amplifies with steadfast dedication. Embrace this structure, but allow room for growth and adaptation. Change, after all, is not a destination, but a journey. As you journey forth, arm yourself with routines that nurture not just productivity, but balance and well-being, transforming the erratic into the eloquent and steering your life by the compass of deliberate action. 4. Give yourself the order to stop lost in thought. Have you ever found yourself pondering the path not taken, the version of you that remains unexplored? Stories of reinvention are not just the stuff of legends or the tales of heroes past. They whisper possibilities into the hearts of anyone brave enough to listen. Consider Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man who, facing the harm of a 4-pack-a-day smoking habit, decided to give himself an order to stop. This wasn't merely about quitting smoking. It was a profound act of becoming the master of his fate. He didn't just discard a bad habit. He found a deeper strength within, a strength that each of us possesses. Reinvention begins with a single step, giving yourself the order to stop settling, to stop doubting, to stop being the passenger in your own life. It's about staring down those parts of yourself that you've allowed to take control, be it fear, complacency, or the comfort of the known, and deciding that today you choose a different path. This is the essence of Stoicism, an invitation to reclaim your power by asserting control over your choices. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Your chains are not locked by anyone but you. Now, think of that one thing that keeps you anchored to the person you no longer wish to be. It could be a job that doesn't fulfill you, relationships that don't uplift you, or habits that don't serve you. Recognize them for what they are, familiar haunts on a map you've outgrown. The call to reinvent yourself is not an easy journey. It requires the courage to give yourself a new order, one that doesn't just challenge the status quo but seeks to transcend it. This isn't about gradual shifts. It's about a decisive step toward who you're meant to become. What's around the corner is part of the adventure. Every book you haven't read yet is a new world to explore. Think of change as the gateway to these uncharted territories. Embrace the mindset that each day is a blank page on which you can write a new chapter of your life. It's about being curious, being eager to learn more about yourself and the world around you. Like a river that carves its own path through the landscape, be fluid, be relentless, and most importantly, be true to yourself. Lastly, remember to carry a compass of resilience. The road to reinventing yourself will test you with winds of doubt and storms of fear, but in your heart, hold on to the belief that you are capable of navigating through them. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, adds to your strength, molding you into a person of substance ready to face the world with wisdom and courage. Say no to the inessential. When all is said and done, Marcus Aurelius, the wise emperor who mastered the art of leading an empire, had it right when he emphasized the power of saying no to the inessential. This wisdom holds a special key for anyone looking to reinvent themselves. Consider your life a masterpiece in progress. To change, to truly transform, you must first clear the canvas. This means scraping away the old, the distractions and the activities that no longer serve your highest goals. This journey of reinvention demands thoughtful consideration of what we deem essential. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, to wear busyness as a badge of honor. But the path to becoming your best self is not about doing more. It's about doing what's right. This might mean stepping back, evaluating your current commitments, and asking yourself, do these activities support my transformation? If not, it might be time to let them go. Instead of saying yes to everything and stretching ourselves too thin, let's say yes to purpose, to growth, and to activities that feed our souls. Just like Marcus Aurelius championed, asking ourselves at every turn, is this necessary? Can be the guiding light on our journey to reinvention. It's not about deprivation. It's about making space for the new, the meaningful, and the transformative. So dare to say no to the clutter. In doing so, you're bravely saying yes to your own story of change and growth. Come back to rhythm. Eric found himself stuck in a week-long slump. His motivation for self-care routines like meditation, journaling, and gym visits had dwindled over the past week. He wondered, would the great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus be disappointed in him? But then a remark from Aurelius's meditations reignited his spirit, reminding him it's never too late to return to one's rhythm. Picture Eric, or better yet, place yourself in his shoes. We all have moments when we fall off course, when the habits and disciplines that keep us grounded slip through our fingers. It's easy then to wallow, to let disappointment anchor us deeper into inactivity. Yet the Stoic wisdom gifted to us through the ages speaks of a different path, one of resilience and self-forgiveness. Reinventing oneself, a concept as daunting as it is exhilarating, begins not with transformation, but with a single step back to what you know is true. It's about dusting yourself off and looking forward. You don't need grand gestures. You need consistent small actions that realign you with your Stoic principles. Think of it as coming home after losing your way. Lastly, remember, reinvention is not a race nor a destination. It's a journey of countless returns to self, a mastery of the art of bouncing back with grace. If Eric's story resonates, if you're seeking not just to reinvent, but to emerge as a successful Stoic, join our journey. We've got insights and stories to guide you, all in our newsletter. Check out the link in the description, and let's navigate this path together, step by step, back to rhythm and beyond. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on philosophy, personal growth, and living wisely.